this one on your roundabout.
Good.
Probably more questions.
So basically, my issue is the judgment and hesitation.
Yeah.
So what more question you need to what sort of question you need to ask me on that one, Sharif? Yeah.
We'll
What else then?
I will ask you about like
You okay there?
Yeah. I'm just,
yeah, other people, like other user intention, you can know that by their position or maybe signaling or
Okay. Do I have problem with my positioning?
no, you don't have problem.
What is my
position.
problem is?
Judgment and hesitation.
Did you ask any question about those ones?
No.
No.
I'm looking
You're
at
asking
the
things that are
message.
absolutely not relevant because I might have problem with signaling.
No, you don't have problem signaling.
Do I have problem with my positioning? Do I have problem with my speeding? So my issue is judging. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm hesitant. I don't know when to go to this roundabout, yeah? So that's the topic is. That's the thing that I need to work on. As a learner, you need to work on with me, yeah?
Yeah.
So when you do those QAs, none of the question was there at all. Yeah? Does that make sense now? You understand now, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you-
I do understand.
And you can see that everything you tell me, I answered quickly, nicely, isn't it? I said, okay, when you signal, it's a good timing. Why we signal for let people know where we're going. When I say let people know, that means include everyone, isn't it? Cars and
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Pedestrian and everyone. Yeah.
Okay. And you see which lane we have to go when we go right. So go right lane, left go left lane. Everything I'm so quick, isn't it? So I'm pretty good at those. Yeah. So you're not. So my goals and needs something else, is it, right? My goals. It should be on judging, is it right?
Yeah.
So what you should have asked now? So asking about the judgment mostly. Why I have problem with judging? How to improve on that one, and you help me out with the judgment here by the QA or telling me. Okay, yeah, if I don't know it, yeah, guide me through it, for example, maybe, yeah. So understand what happened there now, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
Cause could you give me like question about judgment, so how to ask the student or how to about the judgment
Okay.
by either other user's speed or when you have to get ready and when to go or
So you mean you ask your learners, yeah?
yeah.
Okay, Susan doing it. Okay, Susan, how would you ask the question?
Not listening to that. Sorry, what were you saying?
Okay.
I was just booking a new pupil in that.
You're making money at the back.
I was, yeah. I put an advert on the Facebook Marketplace and I've just got a pupil off it.
Oh right, yeah, okay, that's good.
Doing a
That's
bit
good.
of back and forth.
That's
Anyway,
good.
sorry, what was it?
So basically, what the Sharif saying is, Sharif saying that how would I ask question, because my learner have problem with judgment on roundabout. How would I ask about judgment from my learner? How would I ask questions? What sort of questions should I ask?
I'm probably asking,
Yeah.
do you know where you're looking for? Or do you know where you should be looking?
Okay.
So, and I'd sort of expect the answer. I'd be looking from the road
Yeah.
coming from the right, people coming round the roundabout, people approaching and where
Yeah.
they're signalling.
Yeah.
I'd probably ask them, do they have any problem with, or we'd probably be discussing about the judgment we have when we're doing normal left and right hand turns as well. Do they feel they've got any judgment problems at that point? And then almost like reinforce that it's very similar at that point. So what else are we looking for? We're looking at judgment with their signals and their road positioning.
Yeah, position signals. Yeah.
Probably just, I think I'm trying to explore what they were looking at. Is it they find it difficult to see how fast they're coming towards us, or is it difficulty in judging where they're actually going to go? Because they might see them, but can't take up all the information. So I'd probably just explore it. Is it because you don't know whether you can pass in front of them, or do you not know where they're going? So you're waiting because you're not sure, and see what response I got from that.
Yeah, you can ask them 1,000 questions on that. Yeah. So for example, the question I would have asked, okay, when you say you have problem with it, say I'm role playing as a learner as well. So if you have problem with the judgment, so so when you look into the right and roundabout, what you think that you need to look through it and to see that if that car coming toward you or not toward you, see that, or who got priority and roundabout. So those kind of questions, yeah. So it's based on your learner what it's saying, So it's just like I could say something. Of course, your student could be having some other issues and that, but So you notice that when you asked me that, I said, okay, yes, ooh, a lot of cars. I don't know. There's just too many cars around the roundabout. I don't know when to go. So I don't know when to go. This is things that then you may need to be explained more in here. Okay, yeah. By reminding them by just asking a few questions. For example, remember when I do brief with you last time? We did some practice last time.
Yeah.
What I told you that about judgment, what we did practice on that one. See that what they remember. Yeah. So if you don't remember it, you can and then tell them about the blockers. Maybe talk about signal, as Susan's signaling and positioning, how fast they're coming, how far they're coming from roundabout. You see what I mean? Yeah. So those sort of things that you need to work on with them. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how you work on judgment with them, and then of course train them if they need to, because roundabout something that people still need help. People does not really go to the independent that quick enough, because it's complicated things roundabout this.
Yeah.
But you change all the time.
Change all the time.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So and then also the goals and need. It's just about as you can scale them as well from 1 to 10. So how was it last time? What do you think you are at the moment? Where you want to be by the end? What do you want to achieve today? You know. Also need to mention those as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you did, you just looked at the basic MSM routine with me, or a mirror signal position. Yeah. Signaling, timing, these MSM routine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not bad. Good questions though. But not really relevant to your subject that you want to teach. You see what I mean? So you put in so many extra things, you know, which is unnecessary at the moment. Yeah, you can see I can start checking my mirror nicely, I do signal nicely. I didn't have any problem with that, did I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so stick to the plan. Stick to the one you really.
Stick to the, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now when we go around this block as well, like say a couple of rounds, what you were doing, you would look like guiding me to everything. Yeah. I should have known those things already. Go to first gear. So you know the one after the marking sheet said that intervention was appropriate or inappropriate. So your intervention, you know, when intervening those things, inappropriate, not appropriate at all. Because I'm already done my mirror. I don't want to see you say mirror, signal, brake, collage down, first gear, look right, look left. You know, you're doing full guidance to me to things that I already know. Yeah.
So I shouldn't do this. I just should
watch me. Watch me, well done, good. How you judge that, do QA, no problem, but not telling me what to do. Look like you're doing full guidance with me. Yeah, so remember I'm partly trained. My test is a couple of weeks times. Yeah?
Yeah.
No problem with the roundabout there, okay then, yeah. But you can see my turning left to right quite good. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't need to intervene on those ones, that they're doing good. Remember Susan, when Susan did role play this morning with me, she was just giving compliment when I was doing like mirror observation, very good observation, you know, good blind spot check, well done. Yeah, good signaling, good braking, like good gear changing, you know, those things that they do good, okay, themselves. So you don't want to guide them on those ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Does that make sense? You were
Yeah.
too helpful, you know, you were like kind of try over instructions. That's the most of the periods when they go to driving test, they're going to the part 3 test. I would say 80% of instructors that they get this message from all the examiners that over instructions, over teaching, over telling. Yeah. So you was over teaching me. Yeah.
Yeah.
On those ones, because I'm already okay with those. They said that I'm already doing brake and clutch. You will tell me bring a brake and clutch down. Yeah. Roundabout's fine, because roundabout it was helping with the mirror signal positioning. Yeah. It was okay because it's roundabout, we're doing roundabout, yeah. But normal turning left or right, moving off, yeah.
Okay.
I like to, you asked me the question about that deer carriage, why you keep on the right, and I said okay, park on the left, so I did keep on the right, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good question, but that was a good one. Okay. So the goals I need done, and of course you're going to the share risk and responsibilities. Okay. So more QA, of course, as Susan said, the more you need to ask more. So you were telling more. You did ask me about actually MSM routine, mirror signal and stuff, yeah. But you didn't ask me things that I need to know about judgment. Do you understand now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I did like ask you like the question I did ask when we go in, so and on top of that one, if I did also ask you about the judgment. So that will add or
okay,
or
it's
give
okay.
more point.
It
or-
is not. I mean, because it's fine, okay. But the thing is, you need to stick to the subject that really your learners are needed as well at that point, okay, yeah. Because again, remember your timing as well. You have only 30-40 minutes drive around, come back. You don't want the 5-6 minutes talk about MSM and then 5-6 minutes talk about QA about that one. 15 minutes to sitting and talking about just. You see what I mean? You can run out of time as well in that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, if you did have problem with MSM routine same time as approaching and everything, then yes, you got to ask all of that. Yeah. So you're making your life a little bit more difficult there. You see what I mean? But adding too much information. You see what I mean? Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Just stick to that one. Keep it simple. Yeah. Yeah. Get that sorted. Otherwise, you're getting out of the zone. You know, like the one that you're supposed to teach, you don't teach. You teach something that's not relevant, and then you run out of time to teach the one that you have problem. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the examiner will stick just into your topic, so he don't need to go like to do anything else.
You don't need all this, everything that you learn as it become driver. So you don't need to teach all of that you learn that day. Yeah.
So the specific topic. Just
Yeah, that's what your learner problem, isn't it? Yeah. So it's just, so learners are driving around nicely. It's again no problem, nothing problem. It's just judging the gap problem, isn't it? Right?
Okay.
Stick on that one. Keep away on that one. Stick on that one. Yeah. Of course, Bitfin. If there's other issues that raise up, then come up. Then you have to talk about it. No problem. You have to. Yeah. Or maybe even you need to mainly adapt the situation, adapt the lessons. It depends on your learner that day. That if they start like suddenly go around this parked car so close, you have to hold this thing, or on the zebra crossing nearly, you know, you have to slam on the brake for them. Then you probably need to change the lesson plan at that point. Yeah. Okay. But other than that, if they're doing fine on everything, yeah, just working on that one.
Because also sometimes I did find it like for let's say the clearance.
Yeah.
Most of them I do keep like telling them, so the gap distance should be like 1 meter, so why do we leave it on this and all these kind of questions, but they still like going much to the left. So on the exam day, if I did realize they're going like too close to the car, so do I need to tell them, just make them aware of how
would you teach them that if someone too close to the car? You said that they still have problems, isn't it? You isn't telling them, but they still go close to the car.
Yeah.
So how would you teaching them? What sort of technical information are you giving to them to not that happen again? How are you teaching them?
I do teach them like if cars parked in both sides, so I just ask them to drive in the middle. Unless there is cars coming from outside, like meeting traffic or anything, so that means we have to go close or look for the empty space to put ourselves on it, and then
I know what's going. Okay, look, let's chat about that a bit later. Okay, look, we can work on that as well later on. Okay, because we're gonna do some roundabouts still, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the meeting traffic now, passing parked cars. Yeah.
Because this is the actual thing.
Good.
So you will experienced all everything.
I've got a good tip for you, that one. Don't worry, we're gonna do the next session after this or tomorrow as well. We have because now at the moment, because you asked me to do roundabout, let's focus on roundabout for now.
Okay. No.
I don't want to give you too much information at the same time and then you get confused.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. So to do one subject nice and clearly, sort it out.
Yeah.
And we jump into the passing park cars as well. Yeah, happy with that.
Okay, brilliant.
Does that make sense? Because sometimes I'm happy that they ask me sometimes too many problems at the same time. I said, look, let's do one by one. Let's do one finish and go to the next one. Otherwise, it would be hard for both of us. Okay. So you okay with the judgment on roundabout now? What sort of question you asked then? Yeah.
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 Go on, then ask me a few questions. Huh?
About the judgment. So I would ask you about from other cars, like their speed, or maybe their position, or maybe their where they are going. All these kind of things is relative to our topic or not?
Yeah, it could be a speed as well. Okay, fine. But the judgment is that my problem is that. Sorry, music come up for me. Okay, the problem is that okay, I'm okay to go to give vela and you can yes. So then I have issues. Okay, I'm hesitating. Okay, right, and I'm having problem with the judgment. Same time, so I'm hesitating, and also have problem with the judgment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically that's linked together. If I'm problem with the judgment, then I'm gonna stay there forever, isn't it? I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's linked together. Okay, yeah? Or just say just the judgment. Okay, so that's the issue is. So because you trained me this before, yes? You should have teach me some about judgment before already, isn't it, Sharif? So I should have remembered some stuff, should have known some stuff.
Yeah.
But do some QA on that one with me. Yeah? If I don't know, yeah, then of course they need to tell. Yeah, because when you teach you, remember they give you offer the help, isn't it? Right? Would you like me to guide you through it? You want me to prompt you to it? Yeah, or independent. So if they don't know, of course you have to guide it through it. Full instruction on that one. Yeah, but give them some clear information, good, nice technical information. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to ask me a question, what do you want to ask me then about judgment? So back to recap again. So you asked me that okay, what was our last lesson? Or we did some roundabouts and stuff. And you did ask me that okay, how did it go? I said yeah, everything good. And you said, do you have any issues around roundabout? I said yes, I'm just worried about this judgment. Too many cars. I don't know when to go in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You carry on now from here. Okay.
Okay. So how would you judge other people or other users their speed as we approaching the roundabout?
I don't know, I just look at them too fast, some of them. Some too slow.
How would you know actually they are fast on approach? So when we approach the roundabout, so we've done everything. We've done the SMS routine and we've done everything and
just come out role plays.
Yeah.
MSM, not SMS. Yeah. MSM.
MSM, yes. MSM, I call it SMS.
You did before as well, remember we were doing the 40 hours together?
Yeah, MSM, yeah.
Okay.
Always.
Otherwise, we'll examine, we'll tell you they're giving the wrong technical information at the back, you know? We'll tell you at the
MSM, MSM.
Mirror, signal, MSM, yeah, okay, carry on then. I know what you mean, but yeah, just...
Yeah, that's good too.
Okay, MSM, okay,
yeah,
good.
MSM, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've done the MSM and we've done back to our normal gear, which is suitable gear, is gear 2 and everything.
Yeah, so,
and we've done the assess. We're just about to cross or just
yeah,
about
that's
to go.
the thing when the cars come. I know sometimes you tell me to go and then you told me stay, but just don't know. I'm just confused when to go. Too many cars everywhere.
If you do remember last time when I explained to you the roundabout, so we will know people by their signaling or their position. So if there is,
okay,
let's say, let me ask you one question. If there is cars from our right side and he positions himself into the left lane and he indicating left, so where does car is going?
Going left then.
Okay, it's going left, is it?
Yeah.
So that is not gonna come into our way then.
No.
So that's the right time to go. So if there is no other cars, so that's the right time to go.
Okay.
And also if there is cars coming from the other side and on the approach he's not indicating, but when he passed his first exit he was indicating to the left. So where that car is going?
Oh, ahead maybe?
Yes, it is going ahead. And yeah, so in that time if you was ready, so that's his good chance to go as well, because he's the cars from left side, they will stop for him, is it?
Okay. How about when the cars coming around? I don't know, because sometimes cars with a front coming around everywhere. So
yeah,
how do I know that's one vertical? I don't know.
You will know them by the indicating. If they indicate right, remember, if they're indicating right, so that means maybe they go into third exit or fourth exit, so they will cross in front of us.
So all of them will indicate when they go right, yeah?
Some of them they don't indicate, so yes, you gotta be careful with your judgment. So we have to wait for them until we see our their action,
So, okay.
and maybe their intention.
How would I know if they don't indicate to go roundabout? How would I know they're gonna go roundabout?
By their position. If they're going
Oh.
too close to the roundabout, so that means going third exit.
Okay.
So if they're going far, where they going? Far from the roundabout, but they don't indicate. What do you think?
Went away.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the. They might go in second exit.
Okay.
So in that particular time, so we might go, if you're ready.
Right. Okay then. Just come on, roleplay. That was good. Here you go. Now you compare the first QA you were doing in with me to this one now.
Yeah.
Now you know where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You talk about everything else except that judgment I have problem. But now you sort me out. You ask me questions. I didn't know you was telling me. You can make me understand. Yeah?
Okay.
So that's the right topic to talk about. If you compare the very first time, it was talking about the judgment. It was not judgment was at all there. You just talk about, time signaling and stuff. Yeah?
Yeah.
And I said, let's go practice. Yeah? You understand now what's happening
yeah,
there?
Yeah. I don't understand. Because
Okay.
sometimes you mix the information. Because sometimes
miss
you miss some and you add some and you do this.
Yeah.
You do this, but I think we need just
So don't try to not add too many things because your learner could ask so many things after that as well, and then you're gonna have too many, and then too many to follow up. Yeah. Okay. So that was the goals and need and recap. Okay. So you can ask us what. So about the terms of goals and needs, what you should ask now. So we talk about roundabout judgment now. So how would you also understand about my goals and need now here?
I will ask about by the end of the practice or by the end of the lesson, what do you want to achieve or what do you want to?
Okay, I want to be very good at roundabout judgment. That nice judgment.
Yeah, that's what we gonna work on.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
do I need to ask him if I give you 10, like 1 out of the 10, or
Yeah.
so that good?
It's nice scaling. Yeah. From 1 to 10 where you are at the moment and so on. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if I did ask you at the moment, so if I give you 1 out of the 10, how would you mark yourself right now before the lesson?
5.
So by end of the lesson, so what score do you want to achieve, please?
I want to be 10 out of 10, buddy.
Okay, great. That's
I'm
good
very
confidence.
good
Yeah, that's good.
roundabout.
Yeah, okay, that's
Test
good.
2 weeks time. I need to be good
Okay.
at it.
Yeah, that's good confidence. And let's go and see how you doing.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. When you're ready, drive ahead, please.
Okay. So okay, just come out role play.
Yeah.
Now before we move off, what do you need to talk about quickly? Sharing.
Sharing responsibility.
Ah.
Yes. So do I need to say like I
Yeah,
can
go on
use
then.
the-
You know this. Go on.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just the last things before we go, I'm gonna talk about the sharing responsibility. If I do see any hazard, I will speak to you verbally, but if you didn't respond, am I physically involved? Am I using the steer or am I using my brake? And but don't you worry about that one. So this is
Okay.
because it's part of the job. So sometimes we want to make sure we don't hit no one or like anyone. So
Okay.
we want to be safe.
Okay. You're gonna hit someone then.
No, we're not gonna hit someone actually,
Can
but
we do
it's
roundabout
just
next week, not today.
it's
scary now.
it's
It's good.
yeah.
Now just come out.
wrong
role
word, wrong word. Yes, wrong word. Yeah, not
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
First of
no-
all, I'll ask few questions about what are the risks are. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. See what they understand risk, and then talk about sharing responsibility. Okay. Then, yeah. So you need to practice more on that one, buddy. Okay. Yeah. You do that with your learners pretty much every time, or you do that? Talk about risk and responsibility.
Yes, I do talk about, and I do ask QA.
Good.
To be honest, before that, but now
You're an electric chair.
it's a different things. Different things.
Okay. So that's it then. Okay. So what about? Okay. You said to me moving on. What sort of level of help I want from you then? Did you ask me what level of help I want from you?
No, I didn't ask you.
Oh. You're missing a lot of things, buddy. You're missing So many something.
Yeah, I will.
You
Make
gotta organize
notes
that,
about,
yeah.
I will make notes about that.
So when you do with your learner, always do that. So offer what sort of help then they need, okay? Because I have test next 2 weeks, okay? So you need to ask me that, okay, what sort of, I'm not a beginner here, okay? What sort of offer, what sort of help I need, yeah? So ask me that then. Okay, go on then.
Okay, so before we go, so what kind of help do you want me to do? Do you want me to prompt you, or do you want me to guide you through, or do you want me to leave it to you independently?
Okay, guide me please to it, because I don't understand my judgment. I'm not very good at it, so I want you to just fully help me on the judgment, please. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. We'll
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. So this time I'm gonna guide you, but or if I saw you're doing well, so I will let you to do yourself, so to
All right.
grow the confidence in yourself, because
Okay.
in 2 weeks time you have your exam, so I want you
Okay.
to be okay at that.
Okay. Okay, sound great. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any question
No.
before
Thanks.
we go?
No.
You okay?
It's all good. Yeah.
Feel good? Confident? High?
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, drive off, please.
And that's it. Just moving on. Simple as that. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. And then of course when they did better, then of course you go to the independent. Yeah. Then of course at the end, of course, you go through the feedback again. Yeah. Everybody learns how did you go lesson today, how do you feel about it, what do you need to improve on, more next lesson, what do you think you improve on, and so on. Yeah. And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's stop this for now then.